It's the start of a new season, that time of the year when we start seeing content about capsule wardrobes and summer must-haves. And while I think that those videos are helpful, I like to know what somebody's must-haves are, if they are especially similar to me in body type, skin complexion, or overall style. And while I too plan on filming those type of videos following this one, I want to start from the beginning, evaluating my wardrobe and getting rid of 10 things I think we no longer need. That way we can keep what we do and build up from there. Don't forget to like this video if you do like it. It is the best way you can support my small channel, as well as subscribing if you haven't. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and let's get started. Prior to my style do over, which I did a few years ago, and I'm still working on it because you just never stop, but I'll look at a piece of clothing and I'll think, oh, that's cute, and then buy it, not taking into consideration how the item was made, how long it's gonna last, how it's gonna impact the environment, how it's gonna impact me, how it's gonna feel in my body, how it's gonna make me feel. But knowing what I know now, I look at the piece, the material composition. Is this something that's gonna go with the rest of the pieces that I have? If not, why I want the piece? And it's a whole thing before I even think about adding it to cart. I know it's just a piece of clothing, but it's not. I want my piece of clothing to represent my values, who I am, how I want to feel, and how I want to put myself out to the world. You don't need to physically get rid of these pieces. Donate them, give them away, sell them out of your house, your apartment. I'm saying get it out of your closet, because I don't think it's healthy to be reminded of pieces that no longer fit you, which is number one. Whether you're gonna go back to the body, you're working on it, and or you think, oh, this is just temporarily, you're not gonna do that in a week or two, maybe 3 or even 4 weeks. And so I don't think it's necessary to have pieces on your wardrobe that you're not gonna get into for a while. We as humans fluctuate. We are never the same shape consistently throughout our lives, and so I feel like it is helpful to just put in a bin, put them away in your closet, another room, whatever, you don't see them for now, and then maybe next season you can go back to it and then decide if you want to completely get rid of them. They are uncomfortable to wear. I used to wear stilettos, which some people still do, and they find it comfortable. They can walk, they can rock it, whatever. I broke my left ankle, and it was a very painful experience. And it's funny because my best friend also broke hers at the same time. We were living in 2 different countries or states, and we were kind of laughing about the whole thing. And I'm no longer able to wear stilettos, so my heels are chunky and they have a little platform, so I need that extra support. I also have very narrow arch in my feet, and so I get tired really easy. But I'm also not a heel person. You will see me 90% of the time, maybe 99% of the time, non-heels. I don't keep anything in my wardrobe that does not make me feel comfortable, does not allow me to do what I need to do. And so if I'm gonna get distracted by my heel that I cannot comfortably walk on, or I'm afraid I'm gonna re-break my ankle, then there's no point of me having it in my wardrobe. I say shoes because shoes is like the biggest thing for me, but it can also be something that is too low, you're very conservative, something that's itchy, just anything that doesn't make you feel relaxed, that is not comfortable, just get it out. And to that, not only put it away in that bin that you're gonna go back to. If it's uncomfortable, it's always gonna be uncomfortable to you. So I say get rid of it completely, sell it, donate them, just get it out of your closet, out of your house, out of your apartment. You don't need anything that does not make you feel yourself and do the things that you need to do. So get rid of it. It's okay to admire something on somebody else, even if they have the same body type, and not want it for yourself. If you feel self-conscious, whether it's too tight, too loose, too short, too long, whatever the case is, if something doesn't make you feel your best and you go out and you have to constantly pull and talk, again, no point. Get rid of it. They represent your fantasy self. Ooh, I think this is so easy to do, especially when you have no clue what you're doing, really, because 3-4 years ago I have no clue what I was doing. Again, just bought a piece because it was good, put it on my body, and then call it a day. I would put it on and it wasn't myself, and I couldn't just leave the house with it on, so I kept the tag on, and it was there for years. Those pieces were for my fantasy self, pieces that I saw on somebody else. I saw it on a magazine, I saw it on ad. This was before I got into Instagram and all that, but I would see on somebody, on a book, on a magazine, and I think that it was gonna look great on me, and then I'm like, where am I going to wear this piece? I didn't go to parties. I go out now because, you know, I'm single now, but I didn't go out then. I live in a place where it was like the very countryside of Michigan, where like there was nothing going on there. I just went to school. From school, I went out to eat sometimes. And the town that I lived in, again, it was not a fashion forward town. And so everybody was wearing a pair of jeans and a flannel, which, you know, I think is cute. But one, it wasn't my style. If I put this new piece that I brought into my wardrobe, I would feel self-conscious because I would stand out too much. There has to be a balance where you have to be yourself regardless of what everybody else is doing. But at the same time, I don't want to stand out like a sore thumb. They are damaged. So I used to keep these pieces that were stained or had holes in it to wear around the house. And then after working on my personal style, I realized that I didn't want to wear those pieces even inside my apartment. I live alone, and so most of the time I'm here. I do have friends here and there that come and visit me, but for the most part it's just me in my apartment. But I still, even if it's just me in my apartment, want to feel comfortable and confident and wear something that if I have to run out of my apartment, just change my shoe in the entrance and just leave my apartment and feel nice and comfortable and not my PJs. But I don't want to wear all those pieces that have damaged holes or that are very cheaply made. I still want to wear my good, okay, comfortable pieces that I have in my wardrobe when I'm in my apartment, even if I'm just working from home or just laying in the couch. I still want to feel myself inside the apartment as well as I feel outside of it. With that said, I understand that you might have a different life situation. You might have children, small children, that are always getting things all over you. And so if you want to have like a separate little drawer for clothing that you wear and have your kids around, then that's completely understandable. But I don't have children. It's just me. Obviously, I'm into style. If you're here watching this video, you probably are also into style. It doesn't have to be anything too complicated. It can be like a little top like this. I wear at home all the time, and it's nice and comfortable. I wear it all year round because it is breathable. And then this pants that feel like PJs are made in silk or a silk-like material, and still like able to move around and do my thing around the apartment, but I also feel put together and cute. They are low quality, and that's, I feel like that can be a whole nother video. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars to be high quality. My preferred way to get high quality pieces that are usually out of my budget are to go and get them on sale. Most of my basics are from Everelane, and half of them were bought on sale. I'm not saying buy your clothing because they're purely on sale, because I used to do that. That's not good either. But if you have a wish list, things that you know that you've been wanting for a while and they're high quality and you cannot afford them at the full price, because most of the time, yes, high quality pieces are at a much higher price because they're made in high quality materials and the employees are paid fair wage. All that costs more money, so they're gonna sell it for more money, obviously, because they have to make a profit. Anyways, I'll link my favorite brands that I buy my basics from. Just go there off season and have a wish list of things that you want prior to, and then go and search for those specific items and get it on sale. That's like the best way to do it. There's a lot of benefits to buying high quality, and one of the things that I do is not buying as much but buying better. So the items that I have, I don't have many of them, but I don't mind to repeat because I'm not trying to impress or tell anybody that I have all these clothes. I don't care about the amount of clothes that I have. I just want to have high quality clothing that are versatile enough for me to wear at home, outside of my apartment, at work, and that they're gonna survive all the washes that they're gonna go through, even though, like I said, I still wash all my things on delicate. They're not your color. I haven't done a professional color analysis. I do plan on doing one sometimes in the future, but in my experience, based on what I see in my skin and when I go do or get my makeup, I always get concealer that says tan with golden undertone, and then I put it on my skin and it just looks flawless. And so based on that, and when I put the pieces like a white shirt, the whitest you can get, it doesn't make me look my best. I don't feel like I look my best, and so I try to stay away from that. And if I do, I like to have some like skin showing and kind of contrast that, and not just be this white piece of clothing that's right here on my face and it makes me like wash out. And so I feel like you do know, even if you haven't done your color analysis, you kind of can tell what pieces, what colors look good on you and what doesn't. With that said, I also think that anybody can wear any color. It's about the tone of the colors. So I still wear my whites. I just go for ivory, and that's how I feel my best, and I think it's the best color for me. I'm sure if you haven't looked into this and you go to your closet, especially if you haven't done a closet play out in a long time, you'll find a shirt that you might be like, that red or that purple shirt does not make me feel the best, and I wonder why. So it might be the undertone. We grow out of things, and style is one of them. Probably we're single ones, and then now we're married, and then we have children. We move from the country to the city, and the city to the country. We don't go out as much, or we do different things than what we did when we were younger. A lot of factors that influence the way you now dress, or the way that you now want to dress. 3-4 years ago, I lived in a completely different place. I didn't go out. I was living with somebody who didn't go out either. If there are pieces in my wardrobe that I purely wore because of where I lived, and now I'm completely in a different stage and different state in life, and then those pieces need to go out. They are purely for special occasions. I'm not saying get rid of all your things that you wear for like a wedding, because I also don't believe that you have to go shopping every time you have a wedding or every time you have a vacation. But if you have a piece like that bridesmaid dress, you know what I'm talking about, that you wore once for your best friend's wedding, where are you gonna wear that again? Because I try to say, oh, when I go to another wedding, I'll wear the same dress, so I keep it because I pay a lot of money for this, right? I don't want to just wear it once. But I never did. I had other weddings and I wore other pieces, because the dress that I wore for my best friend's wedding was very bridesmaid wedding. And so, you know, it's just like those pieces that you know that they're sentimental because it was your best friend's wedding and you don't want to get rid of it. But also, they're not your best friend. You're just a person. You don't need the dress to remind me of that time. I have pictures. I have her. I do have special occasions, meaning like I do not wear them on a daily basis. I wear them to a wedding, to a party, to a club, or whatever. There's a piece that you wear once a year and they're very sentimental. They mean a lot to you. Like, of course, keep it. Keep 1 or 2, maybe 3. But if half of your closet is full of pieces or are for a special occasion, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think you need to keep it. You simply do not know why you don't wear them anymore. And those are more complicated, because sometimes I feel like, okay, maybe if I style them differently, I can wear them, and I try. But at the end of the day, they don't make me feel my best. And so if you cannot pinpoint, if you're like, well, it's my color, it is comfortable, it is high quality, it is all these things that we have been talking about, but it's still like, I don't know why I still don't gravitate towards it, I still don't want to wear it, put it aside. And that is it. 10 things you do not need in your wardrobe because they're just causing clutter, they not bring you value to your life. What is it saying? You only wear 20% of your closet 80% of the time. I think I nailed it. When I did my big decluttering 3 years ago, I know I keep repeating the same thing, I kept 10% of my wardrobe. I decluttered 130 pieces of my wardrobe, and for the first year I only wore those 20 items that I got because they were the only one that I was wearing anyways. I'm saying just get rid of everything that does not make you feel like $1,000,000, and then only bring pieces that make you feel like $1,000,000. I'm getting a headache and my cute friend just texted me, so I'm gonna go now and text him back. But if you made it this far, thank you for being here. You're the true MVP. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. You can look cute, but still be comfortable. Just FYI.